Okay, so let's start by understanding what exactly is hallucination. It's very, very simple. LLM models have very limited set of knowledge. So if a model was trained, obviously the training has to start at one point of time, right? So let's take June 2022 date, and OpenAI decided to start the training on June 22nd, 2022. Whatever has happened after that, that is not a part of training data. So the LLM outputs will always be restricted to whatever happened before June 22nd, 2022. Nothing on that day or after that day. But if I ask it some sort of question to write something that happened after that day, it will try to write it because it doesn't know how to say, I don't know. It will always try to give you something. So to demonstrate a very simple example for this, I'll take this and let's ask our LLM. Need system instructions, write a small essay on characters of GTA 7. You see potential characters of GTA 7, all of this. As of June 2024, because I'm using GPT 4.1, which was trained in June 2024 data, uh, while there is no official information about GTA 7 and its cast, etc., etc., so it was able to write this one. But let's say it wrote John Doe. We have absolutely no idea if this person actually exists or not, if this address actually exists or not. None of this information is verified, but it will still write all these different things for us. Similarly, whenever you are having a very long chat, sometimes let's say if you give it some input saying that I'm facing so and so difficulty in breathing problem, or I'm always getting a scratch on my head in this particular region, or there's a lump on my neck, etc., these kind of medical things, it there are high chances that it will give you a hallucinated answer which is inaccurate. According to the model, it is predicting the words in the same pattern that it has observed. It has absolutely no idea if whatever it is predicting is correct or not, accurate or not. That is hallucination. It will assume that whatever it is giving is correct because according to the LLM logic, it is correct. This word has to be followed by this word. This word has to be followed by that word. The pattern is the same. So it feels that it is correct. But according to a human, the message that it is conveying is because of this lump, you might be having this disease. Because of that head scratch, you might be having that disease, which is totally wrong. That is where hallucination comes into picture. So, hallucination is where your LLM will try to create or it will try to make up facts and give it to you as if they are truth. So, this is one of the biggest problem in hallucination. Hallucination usually occurs in two different situations. One is if your model doesn't know exactly what you're asking for, if it doesn't have that information, or if it was not a part of the training data, then it will hallucinate. Or if there is abundance of information on what you have asked. So let's say if you have uploaded 200 or 300,000 page PDF document and you have asked for particular question which is present in many different areas in that document, maybe in the 23rd page, 200th page, 700th page, 2000th page, it is present in many different places. So the question that you have asked can be answered from any of these places, right? In those situations it will also hallucinate. So these are the two different places in which you can observe hallucination. To overcome this one, or actually, if you want to see another example, uh, uh, see, I'm asking it, where are all the factors of Apple located? Um, Social contract, etc. So China, India, Vietnam, yeah, it gave out this list, right? But all of this information is only until June 2024. If Apple has launched its own factory after that particular date, this has no idea. So this also falls under hallucination because nowhere it has mentioned that its answer is limited to that particular date. Yeah, I don't see any date anywhere. The only thing that I can see is if you want a full official supplier list, you can go to this particular website for detailed top tier list. But nowhere in the answer it has mentioned that it is giving the response based on this particular date and new things might have been added after that. None of that stuff. So this is a very common problem that we usually face when we are working with LLM models, and that is why ChatGPT has a web search tool enabled. So if you're asking for something like write an essay on GTA 7, it is going to do a web search. Based on that, it is going to write whatever you have requested for. Yeah. So this is a very quick video or a quick lesson about what exactly is hallucination in AI. And soon we are going to learn how to prevent it. There are two different ways. The first one is by doing a web search, of course. And the second one is by using RAG technique. We can prevent hallucinations. And after that, in the next video, we are going to learn how to choose between Azure OpenAI and direct OpenAI and self-hosted models. Once this is done, we will be done with the AI basics. You can pat yourself on the back. We will be entering RAG topic. Thank you for watching so far. See you in the next one.